What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here with another episode of Records and Ramblings. Before we get into the records, let's do a little bit of rambling because, you know, it's been a minute since I've done a video. Actually, a lot of minutes. It's been like a month or two since I've done a video. But before we get into all that, real quick, today is April 21st, which is the birthday of Robert Smith. So after you're done watching this video, go listen to The Cure. A lot. But yeah, sorry it's been so long since I've done a video. I don't know, a lot of you probably know by now that I retired from Dead End Hip Hop after 13 years. And that a lot of the reason that I did that is so I would have more free time. And I needed more free time because I want to get this channel back on track. You know, I really enjoy doing these videos, but I just didn't have a lot of time. But yeah, I don't want to get into why the other reasons are and all that good shit. If you want to know why, go over to the Dead End channel. There's a video up where I'm kind of talking about that. So yeah, they're still doing videos, of course, still killing it, of course. So if you're not subbed to them, go over there and sub. If you are already subbed to them, stay subbed because they're gonna keep killing it without me. So yeah, what else? Yeah, right after I did the farewell live with Dead End, I actually jumped on a plane and went to New York to see Lamp of Murmur, Ebony Pendant, and 1 of 9. And that was a fantastic time. Here are a couple snippets from a couple videos that I took. All three bands were awesome. They all played their asses off and sounded great. I was especially shocked by 1 of 9, probably because they're the band I was the least familiar with as I got into them a little bit later than maybe some other people did, but they sounded awesome. Ebony Pendant was incredible. Their ability to stay so fucking tight while playing that riffy brand of black metal that they do was super impressive. And you know, I've been wanting to see Lamp of Murmur for a long time, and I finally got the opportunity to see them in a way that actually made sense. So yeah, it was a great show. It was also super cool that I got to meet the guy behind Gudsforladt, who was just incredibly friendly. We've spoken online a little bit, but you know, you never know how cool someone's gonna be in person. While I was up there, I also got to hang out with my boy Scott Brian Wilson, who writes comic books. Yeah, I've talked about him before, but I'll drop some links down there in the description section. And I also got to meet up with my boy Alaska from Adam's Family. That was fucking cool as hell. So we've been talking online for feels like years and years and years, and it was really cool to meet in person. You know, it felt like we were old buds just talking about old rap shit, you know, so that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that's it for the rambling, and we're going to get into some records. And since I talked about them already, I may as well show one of their records that I haven't shown before. But yeah, this is Ebony Pendant with Gardens of Strangling Roots. Don't remember what year this was, but yeah, this was put out on Go to Warx. There's a back cover. Oh, 2021. That's when this dropped. This is an EP, and what I love about Ebony Pendant is it's the riffs, man. It's riffs on riffs on riffs. They're fucking fantastic riffs. I like raw black metal that focuses, you know, more on atmosphere and overall feeling, but I also like when they show that they can really lay down some great riffs. I sound like such a fucking dorky hesher, but whatever, what are you gonna do? But yeah, this is probably not my favorite release by them, but it's still extremely good. Records on Black won't bother showing you that, but yeah, this is one of those bands that really amazes me when I find out that it's one person playing everything on the album. But yeah, this is great. Great stuff. I don't know if you can still get this because it was on Go to Warx, so of course it's like, you know, limited to whatever the fuck copies But if you can get a copy of this or any Ebony Pendant records, grab them up. I have some others that I'll show in a different video because I also wanted to show this. This is 1 of 9 with Eternal Sorcery. So as I said before, I'm a little bit late to 1 of 9, but yeah, they're another great US black metal band. Ebony Pendant, that's also US. But yeah, lots and lots and lots of great riffs on here. You know, once I found this band, I seriously fell in love with the way that they play. It's dark and menacing, but also has some really pronounced riffs. And yeah, I hope they do another album very soon, because God, this shit is great. It's on white vinyl. Comes with this insert here, kind of Lord of the Rings-ish kind of thing. But yeah, I honestly haven't read this. It looks just like a chant or something. But yeah, it is pretty cool though. Nice thick paper. Did I show the back cover? I don't think I did. There's the back cover. And here is the inside cover. Very nice. I know a couple of the guys from this band were in that band Worsen. Not the Florida Worsen. That Florida Worsen is absolutely great. Shout out to Tyler. But there's another Worsen that is from one of the Carolinas. I get them fucking mixed up. But they're great too. But I actually like this band quite a bit more. So if you've not checked out 1 of 9, definitely do that. And shit, since I was talking about it, I may as well show this too. This is the Gudsforladt record. This is Friendship, Love, and War. This is their debut full length. They've been around, God, since like 2016 or something like that. 2016, 2015, something. But they've been putting out a bunch of EPs and splits. But yeah, this is the first actual full length album and it is awesome. I got onto this a bit late as well. If I'd actually been paying closer attention to his stuff back in 2022, I'm sure this would have been on my best of the year list. But I don't think I heard this until the beginning of the following year. So I fucked up, y'all. Here is the inside. Comes with this cool booklet here. I won't show the whole thing, of course, but it's really nice. I don't know, man. I mean, I love minimal layouts too, but I like when bands also put a lot of work into the layout for their records. You know, it's kind of hit or miss when it comes to, you know, black metal records. And the vinyl is this nice green smoky color here, which is very nice. But yeah, I was stoked to actually be able to get a copy of this record because it's really, really, really good. Riffy black metal. I don't know, that has the necessary amount of aggression that I like, and for it to make sense to be black metal, but it also has a decent amount of melody that make the songs a bit more interesting when you listen to them. A little bit more interesting than your average black metal record, but did I show the back cover? I probably did. I'm showing it again. There it is. This is on Not Cult and Wolf of Hades. But yeah, this is fantastic stuff, and it always makes me feel better about supporting bands that I think are really good once I meet them in person and they're not pieces of shit. It makes me feel even better when they're actually not pieces of shit and they're fucking cool people. So I will definitely be supporting Gudsforladt as much as possible. And I was very happy when he introduced himself. He said the name of his band, because I have been butchering the name in my brain for the past however many years. So yeah. All right. So the next record that I'm going to be showing, I picked up while I was in New York. You know, there's a few mandatory spots that I hit while I'm there, but the main place I go to is Material World. This place is fucking great, especially if you're looking for more obscure metal and experimental records, and the people that work there are super duper nice, and their prices are just amazing in my opinion. A lot of record stores these days jack prices up, and I don't complain because I understand it's hard to run a record store these days, but the prices there are absolutely unbeatable. So if you're ever in New York and you want some metal or some experimental, whatever the fuck, go to Material World. They're good people. But yeah, I grabbed this Vesh In record. I don't know much about this band at all, but this is called Maniac Manifest. I've listened to them, but I have no idea what took me so long to actually grab a record. This is super raw black metal from Belarus. They've been around for something like 2017, I think. And you know, when I listened to it before, I liked what I heard, but I wasn't in love with it for some reason. But yeah, very recently it actually clicked. And it's one of those moments where I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with me? What took me so long to understand and appreciate this band? It borders on noise because it's so incredibly filthy sounding, but I love it, man. It's ridiculous because this is the kind of black metal that I love. So I don't know, man. Sometimes I just need to just pull my head out of my ass and get my shit together, and you know, I need to just pick up all of their stuff at this point because this record is fantastic. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. I think this is on, is it Iron Bonehead? Yes, this is on Iron Bonehead. So I'm sure you can still get a copy fairly easily. But yes, do that. Especially if you're a fan of stuff like, you know, Candelabrum or Black Solace, you will definitely like this. It also comes with this poster I mean, it's not that cool, but, you know, I figured I'd show it to you anyway. Next, we're going to show this edition of Records and Ramblings. This is Primigenium with Faith Through Anguish. I have shown this band's records before. This is one of those bands that I cannot understand why more people aren't talking about them and why I don't see a lot of people showing their records on the YouTuberies. They're a black metal band from Spain. It's been around since 1994. Only did 3 full lengths, and this is their last one, which came out in 2011. Really angry, aggressive black metal with great riffs. It has that kind of old school sound. It's not overly raw or anything, but you know, it's raw enough to where it doesn't sound like overproduced black metal. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. They sound a bit like Dark Throne at times. Sometimes a bit like older Immortal. So if that's your bag, you should definitely grab this because they're a great band. I'm not sure what the main guy behind this project is doing these days, but you can get these old Primigenium records, Primigenium. I'm probably butchering that, but whatever. You can get their records on Discogs for cheap as fuck, man, like 25, 30 bucks. And, you know, trust me, it's absolutely worth it. Comes with this nice poster here. I don't know, man. It's one of those weird things. Like, I feel like if this band was putting out records through like, you know, Go to Warx or, you know, any of the labels that do limited runs, you know, I feel like they get snatched up because, I mean, this shit objectively, of course, no, subjectively is better than a lot of the hype bands that I hear about these days. So yeah, this was put out on Deviant Records. It's a limited edition of 300 copies, and I got this for dumb cheap at Material World. So yeah. This next record, I don't actually think I got at Material World. I got this, I can't remember the name of the other record store. It's another big, popular record store in New York. I'm sorry. I'll put the name right here because I can't remember it. But yeah, this is Gun Club with Pastoral Hide and Seek. I've talked about Gun Club on here before. Great post-punk band that has a bit of a Western edge to their music. I think that they're a great band that doesn't get enough attention. Come on, Zoe. Nobody wants to listen to this shit. All right. Yeah, anyways, they're not obscure or anything. Just a bit under discussed in the circles that I pay attention to, I guess. But yeah, I feel like I remember seeing something about how they were a big influence on Fields of the Nephilim, which you can definitely hear when you listen to this. Yeah, here is the printed inner sleeve. Zoe, come on, stop it. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. This is their 5th full length, and God, not yeah, this is not many people's favorite record, I don't think. It still has that Western twang to it, but it's a bit toned down by this point. There's more of a straight up post-punk sound to this record, but it's still really good. But yeah, this is a repress on Bang Records. Did I show the back already? Probably, but Bang Records. So yeah, if you can find this, grab it. I know even the represses can be kind of expensive sometimes, but I got this for a really good price, so it was definitely worth it. And the last record I want to show on this edition of Records and Ramblings, this is the newest album from Sadistik. This is Sadistik and Maulskull with Oblivion Theater. Y'all already know I absolutely adore Sadistik's music. I don't think I need to go super deep into this because I did a whole review on this record on my channel, so make sure you go check that out. But yeah, this is the latest album from Sadistik, produced entirely by Maulskull. Again, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you've heard a lot about Sadistik. He's definitely one of my favorite current rappers, who I think is unbelievably underrated. But Maulskull, I feel like I've been talking to online for a while, but we never had like in-depth conversations. So it was really cool to see him hook up with Sadistik and make this album. This is the vinyl. It's like clear with some reddish orange something or rather. I don't even know what you would describe that as, but it's fucking tight. But yeah, the album's incredible. Super dark, menacing. The flows here are super dope as always. Beats are just fantastic. And yeah, Sadistik was nice enough to send this to me really early. So I've listened to this album so many times, and it just gets better and better and better with each listen. So yeah, and he signed it, and I seriously fucking love that front cover. How nice is that? And yeah. All right, so that's gonna do it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Like I said, I will definitely be doing more videos very soon. And yeah, as usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I will see you all next time. All right, peace out, boy.